Hello everyone, 757 News Service back in with another 1 for scale model review, and this time it is the Gemini Jets Westjet Bombardier Q400. Really excited to have these airplanes. As you can see, there's two of them here. It was an oopsie. I didn't mean to buy two of them, but I did. Weird story how it happened. I ordered it off a website. And then after another website, I saw, okay, it's cheaper there, so I'm going to cancel the other order, and then I was going to order off there. Well, I already ordered it from there, and then I was going to cancel it. And then when I emailed, they said, well, it's going to be a 25% charge. So I'm like, well, I don't want to get charged 25% more for canceling. So I have two. Oh, well. I kind of do have plans for them. Eventually, whenever I get an airport again, hopefully, it's unfortunately probably not for a while. I don't have a house. I'm in an apartment. Can't really have an airport in the apartment, so kind of limited on what I can do with them. But eventually, I want to use these for an airport I want to do. So, just want to showcase that I do have two of them. Boxes. They're identical. Both are flawless. No issues at all on either of them. So really happy about that. So we're just going to go over one and then, yeah. So standard Gemini box here. Obviously, it's the tiny one because it's a Q400. It was a 2024 release. Normal box, of course. Open it up and you're more than welcome to read all that information in there and where the plane is going to sit. So, really wanted to get this plane right when it was released. Always wanted to get the original one back when they had the old livery, but never got it. And I didn't want to miss out on this one because Westjet, in my opinion, has got one of the best looking liveries out there. I mean, just look at this. This thing is just phenomenal looking. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some close-ups of this, and then we'll continue on with the video. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get some close-ups here. So let's bring this plane in. So maybe if we move this out, we'll be able to focus just a little bit better. I'm not a fan of that, so let's try this again. There we go, like that much better. All right, so you do have that Canadian flag right at the front. You have your flight deck windows, the WestJet logo right there. Props do spin freely. You can see it on the other side. The wings, as you can see, has those black leading edges. If you are unaware, the Q400 does not have any anti-icing. They have all de-icing, and those are inflatable boots. So as ice accumulates onto the leading edge, they will just inflate. Well, they have a switch in the flight deck, and they will inflate it, and it just breaks away the ice. Whereas a 737, for example, I'm just using that because I teach 737 systems. They have a heated leading edge, so as you turn it on, it acts both as a de-ice and as an anti-ice. So as snow or ice accumulates, you can throw that wing anti-ice on there and then it melts off. So a little bit different here on turboprops, and you can see they do have it also on the vertical tail as well. So you do have your boarding door, and this is also an aft boarding door, so you can do dual boarding on this aircraft. Then you have your cargo bin door. Registration is Charlie-Foxtrot Oscar Echo November. I believe that's the APU right there, or the APU inlet, and then the APU exhaust right there. You do have your nice little green tips there at the back of the engines. Flipping it on over, you got the Gemini logo. Surprising no stand hole on this one. I actually just noticed that. What else we got here? APU access hatch. And then we come to the other side. And yeah, same as the other side over there. So, why not just for, let's just see the other one. Let's see them both together. Just because I haven't seen them together a lot because I've only really had the one in the box the majority of the time. So let's just put them both together because why not? And it looks sweet like that. So we'll just put the one box right here, and then we'll put the other box right over there. So there's the two Westjet Q400s. it is really cool to see Q400s here in Minneapolis, since the Dash 8 is kind of a rarity here in the States. Alaska's retired them, Americans retired them, United's retired them, and all that. So you only really see Porter, Air Canada, and Westjet Dash 8s here in the States. So, and even they're rare to see, especially the Westjet ones. Minneapolis gets them from Regina, and I believe Seattle does also get them, and Portland from Calgary. And Porter sends them all over the place on the East Coast. Not Buffalo, Boston, Newark, Washington, Dulles, Chicago, Midway, and then Air Canada, I believe, sends them to Boston from Halifax, I believe, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Halifax from when I was up in Boston. So yeah, it's really kind of rare to see these Q400s. Anytime that WestJet sends an old livery one, I definitely try to go get it here in Minneapolis. But yeah, WestJet Encore, kind of relatively newer. They were founded almost 12 years ago, June 24th, 2013. Hubs, obviously, Calgary here for WestJet. And then focus cities are Edmonton and Vancouver. And they do have a fleet of 33 of these Dash 8 Q400s. 10 of them are, I guess you can say, first class or just better economy, I'm assuming. And then 68 regular economy seats for a total of 78 seats on these Q400s. So yeah, really, really cool plane. Just, they're odd to see in my opinion. You know, just whenever I see them fly over, they're just so slow. I mean, it's cool to just see the Dash 8 again. Because again, growing up in New Jersey, going to the Philadelphia airport, you know, you see the US Airways Dash 8 100s and 300s, and then the America Eagle ones. And then we even saw the Connect Airlines Dash 8 Q400 when there was an attempted startup. So I got to see them a couple times there. So just really weird. It's another thing that's just weird with the Q400 is just you don't realize how big of an aircraft it is. When you see a turboprop, you think, oh, it's tiny. Because we were parking an American Eagle ERJ 145 from Quebec City over in the A East terminal in Philly, and Connect was doing proving flights, and one pulled in right next to us, and it's significantly larger than the Embraer 145. So yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Really appreciate y'all watching this video. Highly recommend it if you can find it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.